I got radically saved at 21 in college, and I was attending a Word of Faith church, and I was really rooted and grounded in the Word of God and the promises of God. But after a period of time, I started having faith and my performance. And it became less about my relationship with him and what he's done for me, and about trying to get him to move on my behalf. I have children with special needs, and I wasn't seeing victory in their life. I'd pray and I'd speak the word and I'd say all the confessions, but I wasn't seeing victory. And I was told by my church, well, if you're not seeing victory, then you're not doing something right. And so I would try to okay, well, I have to pray more, or I have to read the word more, I have to say the right confessions. Or it was always about me and what I needed to do to get God to move on my behalf. It was just so performance-oriented. I felt like I am never gonna get this. I'm never gonna measure up. I'm never gonna be good enough to get God to move on my behalf. Eventually, I had a friend introduce me to Andrew Wommack, and I read The Balance of Grace and Faith, and it changed everything. I read the book from cover to cover in a very short period of time, and I cried through the whole book because I finally saw it wasn't about me. It wasn't about what I could do to get God to do something for me. He wasn't a genie in a bottle who was working in my life based on what I did. But he had provided everything for me. He loved me, and it really changed how I interacted with my kids. We moved, we said, that's it, we're going to Charis. My husband and I both attended Charis, and it changed everything. And I developed a strong relationship with God in what he did for me through his son, and I don't have to earn it, that it was a gift by his grace. About 2 years after my husband graduated from Charis, my son took his own life. And that was a really, really difficult season. My other children kind of went off the rails. It really impacted our family. And if I had not known the truth of God's love for me, I would not have stood through that season. I would have blamed myself for not having enough faith or doing something wrong. I would have blamed my son, I would have blamed God, and I would have let bitterness take root in my soul and completely walk away from him. Because I knew the love of God, and I knew that it was his grace and his goodness towards me, and not based on anything that I had done, I am still standing, and I am victorious, and I have seen his victory in my life, knowing that he loves me regardless of what I have done or don't do. That has set me free to walk in victory. That is true freedom. Thank you, friends and partners, for teaming up with Andrew Wommack Ministries. Because of you, lives have been changed all around the world with his materials and resources, sharing the message of God's unconditional love and grace. Why wouldn't you want to become a partner with Andrew Wommack Ministries? Become a partner today.
To help us set more people free, become a partner by visiting our website or calling us today.